It was November 1998, and I was a junior at Hartwell University, 30 miles from my hometown of Coldwater, scraping by on scholarships and late-night diner shifts. I'd catch the last train home every Friday, the 11:15 p.m. out of Hartwell Station, to see my mom, who was sick and getting sicker. That night, the air was sharp, the platform empty except for the hum of a flickering street lamp. I was bone-tired, my backpack heavy with textbooks, when the train pulled in older than usual. Its paint peeling, windows fogged like it was breathing. I climbed aboard, and that's when my life slid into something I still can't explain. A ride that's got me checking train schedules like they're a curse. The car was empty, its seats cracked vinyl, the air stale with a whiff of damp metal. I sat by a window, my reflection pale in the glass, and the train lurched forward, groaning like it resented moving. The conductor didn't come for my ticket, which was odd, but I was too tired to care. Outside, the familiar blur of Coldwater's outskirts gas stations, strip malls didn't show. Instead, the landscape was wrong. Endless fields under a sky too dark. No stars, just a void pressing against the windows. I checked my watch, 11:20 p.m. The train was slow, creaking like it was dragging something heavy. I walked the car, looking for anyone, but the other seats were empty, the overhead lights buzzing faintly. The next car was the same, and the one after that, each one colder, the air thicker, like I was wading through fog. I called out, "Hello?" My voice didn't echo, just died, swallowed by the walls. Back at my seat, I noticed my backpack was unzipped, my notebook open to a page I hadn't written. "Stay where you are." My hands shook as I shut it, telling myself it was a prank, maybe a classmate messing with me. But nobody knew I'd be on this train. The train stopped, no station, no platform, just a field of tall grass swaying under that starless sky. Doors hissed open, and a voice crackled over the intercom, low and rough. "This is your stop." I didn't move, my heart hammering. The doors stayed open, the grass whispering like it was calling me, but I gripped the seat, refusing to budge. After what felt like hours, the doors closed, and the train rolled on. My watch still read 11:20 p.m., like time had stuck. I checked my phone, no signal, the screen glitching, showing a photo I hadn't taken. Me, asleep on the train, my face slack, my eyes half open. I started keeping a log in my notebook, scribbling what I saw to stay sane. The train kept stopping at nowhere places, a crumbling bridge over a river that didn't flow, a town with houses but no lights, a forest where the trees leaned toward the tracks. Each time the intercom said, "This is your stop," and the doors opened, waiting. I never got off, but I saw things outside, shapes in the grass, tall and thin, moving like they were stalking the train. Once, I swear I saw a figure at the edge of the forest, wearing my jacket, my face, but its eyes were wrong, too wide, too black. I shut the blinds after that, stayed low in my seat. Hours passed, or maybe days. My watch never moved past 11:20. I found a newspaper under a seat, dated November 1978, yellowed but crisp, with a headline, "Local Man Missing After Last Train." The article mentioned a guy, Daniel Morse, 22, who took the 11:15 p.m. from Hartwell and vanished, his bag found on the tracks 10 miles out. The photo showed a face like mine, same jaw, same tired eyes. I tore it out, stuffed it in my pocket, and kept writing in my notebook, "This train isn't right. It's not going to Coldwater." The intercom spoke again, not announcing a stop, but saying my name, "You can't stay forever." I froze, my pen snapping in my hand. The lights dimmed, and the train slowed, the windows showing that same field from the first stop. But now the grass was taller, almost brushing the glass. The shapes were closer, circling, their outlines sharper, long limbs, no faces. The doors opened, and the voice said, "Last chance." I clutched my bag, my breath shallow, and noticed something new. A ticket stub on the seat beside me, stamped Coldwater, one way, 11:15 p.m., 1978. It wasn't mine. I ran to the next car, banging on the walls, shouting for anyone to hear me. The train jolted, throwing me to the floor, and the lights went out. In the dark, I heard footsteps, not mine, heavy, deliberate, coming from the car behind. I scrambled up, locked myself in the tiny bathroom, its mirror cracked but showing me not my face, but Daniel's from the newspaper, his mouth moving like he was trying to speak. I smashed the mirror with my fist, glass cutting my knuckles, and the footsteps stopped. The lights flickered back on, and the train was moving again, faster now, the windows a blur of black. I found a conductor's log in the last car, wedged in a seat cushion, its pages filled with names and dates, going back to the 1940s. Each entry was a passenger on the 11:15 p.m., each one marked no destination. Daniel Morse was there, 1978, and others Mary Klein, 1962. Thomas Reed, 1955, all reported missing in Coldwater's old papers, all last seen on this train. The final page had my name, no date, just boarded 11:15 p.m. I tore it out, burned it with my lighter, but the ashes spelled my name on the floor. The train stopped again. The doors opening to a station I didn't recognize. Gray concrete. No signs, no people, just a clock frozen at 11:20. The intercom crackled. Get off or stay forever. I saw them outside, the shapes, now clear, not human but wearing human faces. My mom's, my friend's, Daniel's, all staring, waiting. I grabbed my bag, ready to run, but my notebook fell open to a new page. You're already home. The train shook, the lights strobing, and I heard my mom's voice, not from outside but inside the car, whispering, stay. I turned, saw her in the seat behind me, her face pale, her eyes black, her hand cold when it touched mine. I bolted for the door, leapt onto the platform as the train screamed, its whistle like a living thing. The doors slammed shut, and it pulled away. The shapes pressed against the windows, watching me. The station was silent, the clock still broken, but I found a payphone, called my mom. She answered crying, said I'd been missing for 3 days. I hitchhiked back to Coldwater, told the police it was a bad trip, a blackout, but I kept the newspaper clipping, the ticket stub, the log page. The train still runs. I checked the schedule, but I don't go near Hartwell Station. Last night, my phone buzzed at 11:20 p.m., a text from an unknown number. You got off. We didn't. I hear the whistle sometimes, faint, like it's waiting, and I'm terrified one night I'll wake up back on that train, with nowhere left to run.